It's so good. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Ivanka. In today's video, I want to be sharing with you 5 healthy mix and match lunchbox ideas, which is basically what I'm gonna have for school lunch this week. So you can also have a glimpse into like what I eat. But I'll be showing you how I meal prep on a Sunday, set myself up, and just make sure that I have all the fresh meals in the fridge ready to go. So then throughout the week, when there's like a lot of homework and stuff, it'll take about 5, max 10 minutes for me to just throw and assemble the lunchbox for the next day. And yeah, I thought that's gonna be pretty helpful. So I'm gonna head down to the kitchen and let's get some key ingredients prepped. Here's all the ingredients that I'm gonna work with for today. Broccoli, zucchinis, we're gonna roast these, 2 cucumbers, red onion, colorful cherry tomatoes that I got from Costco, baby leaves, some eggs. Here I got 1 salmon and a chicken breast. They are defrosting. And for the grains, I prepped some farro and quinoa. And we got Greek yogurt, I forgot.
So first we're gonna get all the things that need to be roasted into the oven, which includes our wedged zucchini, broccoli, chicken breast, salmon, season them with salt, pepper, paprika, a generous coating of garlic powder, and a nice drizzle of olive oil.
We're gonna bake this. I'm gonna put in 3 eggs. Oh my god. One of the eggs just bursted, but it's okay. We're gonna cook it in low heat for about 5 minutes or so. So while that's boiling, we're gonna chop up our veggies so we don't waste any time.
Starting off with the red onions, they take the longest to chop, so I simply just dice them. And then I got started off with a cucumber. I chopped them into thin slices.
Now I'm gonna chop up our tomatoes, and I'm actually gonna add 1 extra ingredient, which is this red apple. The apple will add like a tint of sweetness, which is gonna be really, really nice. Our eggs are also done. Okay, I feel like I kind of forgot to state throughout the video, but basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna make 1 apple chicken slaw salad with a tomato Greek yogurt dressing. And for the other one, it's gonna be a very simple farro salad. So that's gonna be the 2 main things that we meal prep today. We're also gonna prep some side ingredients like the eggs, which is done boiling now. We're also gonna have some leftover chopped veggies, which we can store in like a container like this, and we can just grab and use throughout the week. So what you will need: Greek yogurt, soy sauce, and trust me on this, vinegar. I use, what's this called? Rice vinegar, or use any vinegar you want, it doesn't really matter. And some tomato paste. Super simple.
So as you can see, the ingredient itself is super simple. It's literally just 4 ingredients. I have all the measurements on the screen. You simply mix all of them together, and then I got started on with the chicken breast. Since it just came out of the oven, so it's still burning hot, and that is when the trick of 2-fork comes in super handy. It gives it a super nice and stringy texture, and you can also keep your hands clean.
So we got our ingredients for our shredded chicken salad: chicken, apple, cucumber, mixed leaves, dressing, and red onion. Okay, let's toss everything together. Here we have it, all nicely mixed. I got a super big container, and we're gonna transfer this inside. And for the second salad that I'm gonna prep this week, it's gonna be a farro salad. So obviously we'll need some cooked farro. But yeah, it really doesn't matter. Use whatever grains you like. Tomatoes, some leaves, and half of the leftover red onions. And last but not least, extra virgin olive oil. I'm gonna add in a little bit of oregano. Ta-da! Look at how pretty they are. And this is basically how I store them to keep them in the fridge. Since tomorrow's Monday, so I'm gonna show you the first lunchbox inspo. I'm thinking to do kind of like a snack plate situation. So I grabbed one of these containers that has 3 sections. And I also got this seed cracker. But feel free to use any brand of seed crackers you have on hand.
So I placed in all the components in separate little sections to prevent the cracker from getting soggy, because literally what I love most about this cracker is how crunchy it is.
So I'm just adding in 1 egg that we've prepped earlier for a little bit of extra protein and just keep us a little bit fuller between classes. There we go. This is basically the lunchbox for tomorrow. And it looks so good, bro. It's so good. Okay, I need to stop eating my lunch because this is for tomorrow. We're gonna store this in the fridge.
Hey guys. So for Tuesday's lunchbox, we'll be using some mixed leaves, salmon, cherry tomato, farro salad, as well as half of an avocado.
Nice and green. Then I have our farro salad. For our protein today, I was kind of thinking to use our salmon. I always find it very hard to see when avocados are ripe or not. It's like the last day, it's totally green, and the next day, it becomes totally brown. Oops. Well, at least it's perfect. I'm gonna use the easy half to make my life easier, and someone else can use the hard half. Chopped cherry tomatoes. And for a nice bowl, we cannot be missing a dressing, so I'm gonna make one. I wake up exceptionally earlier today to make this dressing. Okay, then I got our nutritional yeast, guys. Like, this is gonna make a very key difference. It's gonna give it almost like a nice and cheesy flavor. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit of that in. And we're gonna stir.
This dressing is nice and creamy and also super high in protein. And the best part is it doesn't make my salad soggy the next day.
There we have it. I'm gonna store this in my fridge and go do my homework. So for tomorrow's lunchbox, again, we'll be using some greens, broccoli, quinoa, and cherry tomato. And to keep things fresh, I'm also gonna finish up the salmon from yesterday. Our butter leaf, broccolis and zucchinis, cherry tomatoes, quinoa, and last but not least, our salmon. A little bit of soy sauce, sprinkle of sesame seeds. Amazing. Good morning, guys. I forgot to make lunch yesterday, so let's make it today. So for today, we're gonna use up the farro salad, cherry tomato, 2 hard-boiled eggs, and avocado. And I'm gonna first finish off these broccolis, our cherry tomato, and then 2 hard-boiled eggs. I'm just gonna slice it in half. Sprinkle of salt. Ta-da! And I'll see you guys this afternoon for our last lunchbox. Hey guys, so I just came back from school. We're gonna be preparing our final lunchbox for Friday. Our chicken salad, avocado, zucchini, quinoa, and some extra kimchi.
So we're gonna give all these leftover ingredients a very good stir fry and turn it into a kimchi fried rice situation, starting from our crispy apple salad.
So basically what the kimchi does is it adds a lot of taste to it, and you barely need to add any other seasonings. It's very convenient, and also it's very good for your gut. So I just thought, why not make it into a kimchi stir fry?
So after the apple gets nice, soft, and tender, we're gonna add in the kimchi to balance out the taste.
And we're just gonna close the lid and let it simmer. For the base and our carbs, I'll be using some quinoa. Nice and hot, I love it. Avocado. And here's our lunch for Friday. So that's basically a week in my lunchbox, and I hope that gave you some inspiration. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. This is basically what we have left. These are some quinoas and some leftover chicken salad. And I would say the portion sizes are really flexible. Maybe you can use 1 chicken breast instead of 2, because sometimes I prepped extra so that my mom can also snack on it. And yeah, this is basically what I have left. And I also have here my lunchbox for tomorrow. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful. And if you like it, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.